A shocking confrontation unfolds in tonight's Coronation Street as Jodie escalates her feud with David, pushing their storyline into even more troubling territory. Viewers have watched Jodie gradually insert herself into David and Shona's lives, using manipulation to get closer to them. Her most controversial move came when she deceived David by pretending to be his wife while he was in bed. Now, Jodie has sparked fresh drama by claiming that David mistakenly called out her name instead of Shona's while intoxicated. The consequences of that accusation begin to unfold in the latest episode. During a conversation with Maria, David strongly denies Jodie's version of events. Maria points out that his drunken state could make it difficult to know exactly what happened. David cannot understand why he would show romantic interest in Jodie, but Maria reminds him that he has pursued her on several occasions in the past. Teasing him, Maria warns him not to rewrite history and suggests that his past behavior makes Jodie's story seem believable. At the same time, she recalls Jodie's recent clash with Daniel, who openly accused her of dishonesty, and encourages David to be truthful with Shona. David later approaches Shona, who is already upset after Jodie discovered one of Lily's child development books and made comments about normal babies. Shona interprets the remark as a subtle insult aimed at baby Harper. When she asks David for some juicy gossip to lift her mood, he loses the opportunity to confess. Back at home, David finally confronts Jodie directly. He echoes Daniel's concerns and accuses her of being dishonest about far more than this single situation. Jodie responds with a chilling warning. She tells David not to challenge her, insisting that if he continues, she could bring enormous trouble into his life. With tensions rising, the question remains, what will David do next? The dramatic storyline follows recent comments from actor Jack P. Shepard, who hinted that difficult times are ahead for David and Shona. He revealed that the upcoming drama does not involve the baby, but instead centers on a major family issue for the Platts. According to him, the family has survived hardships before and is about to face another serious challenge. Lisa is left stunned in Coronation Street as a surprising fingerprint discovery uncovers a major new clue in the Theo Silverton murder investigation. Theo's death shocked viewers during the soap's flash-forward episodes earlier this year, and detectives have been working tirelessly ever since to uncover who was responsible. The investigation has proven particularly difficult due to Theo's long list of enemies. With so many people holding grudges against him, narrowing down the suspect list has been no easy task. At present, Summer Spellman remains in custody after being charged with the murder and is awaiting her day in court. However, a fresh breakthrough could potentially prove she has been wrongly accused. One of the detective's earliest priorities was locating Todd Grimshaw's missing mobile phone, believing it might contain vital information connected to the case. In tonight's episode, the device is finally recovered after authorities discover it was sold to a pawn shop shortly after Theo's death. Forensic experts examine the phone and uncover fingerprints on the handset. When the identity of the person linked to those prints is revealed, Lisa is completely taken aback by the result. As the week continues, tensions escalate at the police station when Brody Michaelis is arrested in connection with an alleged theft. Although he has been advised not to get involved, Kit decides to pursue the matter on his own. His suspicions remain focused on Gary Windass, whom he has doubted since the beginning of the murder inquiry. When Kit questions Gary about the missing phone, Gary pretends to know nothing about it. Unconvinced by his answers, Kit tells Lisa that he is certain Gary is keeping important secrets hidden. With Kit determined to expose the truth and Lisa preparing to question Brody, the investigation could finally be heading toward a breakthrough. The biggest question now is whether these new developments will be enough to clear Summer's name and reveal the real killer. Debbie Webster is in for an emotional surprise in Coronation Street next week when 3 of her closest friends unveil a special plan designed to lift her spirits. During a gathering at the Chariot Square Hotel, Debbie and Ronnie Bailey meet up with Christina Boyd, Glenda Shuttleworth, and Sally Metcalf. The trio are excited to share some big news as they sit down together over drinks. The women reveal that they want to treat Debbie to a holiday in Spain, hoping a relaxing getaway will provide a welcome escape from the challenges she has been facing. Although touched by the thoughtful gesture, Debbie struggles to hide her emotions. As the conversation about the trip continues, she appears more subdued than expected, leaving uncertainty over whether she will agree to the holiday. Later, Ronnie invites Debbie's closest friends to the Rovers for a private discussion. Determined not to let the Spain trip fade away, he has been working on a plan of his own and wants their help to make it happen. Those who know Ronnie won't be surprised by his determination, as he deeply cares for Debbie and wants to see her happy. However, his latest idea seems significant enough to warrant a secret meeting, raising questions about what exactly he has planned. The group hopes to keep everything under wraps, but there is always the risk that Debbie could unexpectedly arrive and discover what they are plotting behind her back. As the preparations continue, the biggest uncertainty remains Debbie's health. While her friends are eager to make the holiday a reality, her ongoing struggles could complicate those plans. Despite the difficult times ahead, there are still many uplifting moments in store for Debbie. Viewers will continue to see her vibrant personality shine through as she spends time with friends and embraces experiences that have always been important to her. Even as challenges arise, Debbie remains determined to enjoy life and make the most of every opportunity. Daniel Osborne faces one of the most worrying moments of his life in Coronation Street next week, when concerns over his parenting lead to an official assessment involving his son, Bertie. In recent weeks, Daniel has struggled to keep his life on track. Ongoing pressure caused by Megan Walsh's deception and Jodie Ramsey's online harassment has taken a serious toll on his well-being, leaving him increasingly overwhelmed. As a result, a social worker arrives at number 19A to evaluate the situation and determine whether Daniel is currently able to provide a stable environment for Bertie. The visit leaves Daniel extremely anxious. His son means everything to him, and the possibility of losing custody is his worst nightmare. At the same time, he is painfully aware that his recent behavior has been far from ideal, making the assessment even more stressful. When the social worker begins spending time with Bertie, Daniel watches nervously from a distance. Fearing that his recent mistakes could be exposed, he worries about what Bertie might reveal during their conversation. After the meeting, Daniel attempts to repair relationships by apologizing to Adam Barlow and Alia Nazir for a previous misunderstanding. He also thanks them for the support they have offered during a difficult period. However, another issue continues to weigh heavily on his mind. During the conversation, Daniel confides that he believes he knows the person responsible for contacting social services in the first place. His suspicions raise new questions about who may have reported him and whether there was a hidden motive behind the complaint. As Daniel's personal struggles continue to spiral, his future with Bertie remains uncertain. The fear of losing his son hangs over him, and viewers are left wondering whether he can regain control before it is too late. Recent comments from actor Rob Mallard suggest that Daniel's troubles may not be over yet. He explained that while the character's downfall is challenging, it also creates compelling drama. He hinted that Daniel could sink even deeper into chaos before eventually learning from his mistakes, with the possibility that he might even lose custody of Bertie for a period of time as a harsh wake-up call. Coronation Street is broadcast on weekday evenings at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1, with episodes also available to stream on ITVX.